Let's talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is November the 2nd, 2019, and we're going to be talking about WWE Smackdown because this was an interesting Smackdown because whoever was on the Crown Jewel pay-per-view, they had travel issues. So Smackdown was happening because remember, Crown Jewel was on Thursday and Smackdown was on Friday, so they had to try and go and get there on for Smackdown, but they couldn't. But they still had the show happening, and it was interesting because we had our first invasion for Survivor Series for WWE. So first things first, and ladies and gentlemen, the biggest thing happening. We had Brock Lesnar coming out and Paul Heyman saying a bunch of words because they never Brock Lesnar beats Cain Velasquez for the WWE Championship, but they still have a problem with Rey Mysterio because he was hitting Brock Lesnar with a steel chair after the match and all this stuff, but he can't get his hands onto Rey Mysterio because he's on SmackDown and Rey is on Raw. So ladies and gentlemen, Brock Lesnar quit SmackDown and he wants to go to Raw. He's going to Monday Night Raw. He says he's coming this Monday to get a hunt for Rey Mysterio. So that's that. So the WWE Championship is now going to be a Raw title, and the Universal title is going to be a SmackDown title. I'm hoping they actually change this title, change the color of this title, because remember, blue is a blue brand, and the Universal title was a red brand. Now it's not. So we have two championships on the line that happened here. I don't know what I'm doing. We have Bayley defending her SmackDown Women's Championship. This was the first match that happened on the show. Bayley defends her title against Nikki Cross because Nikki Cross was the number contender. Pretty decent match, pretty good. But the winner of that match with a new finisher, it looked like Snapmere Driver, whatever you call it. Dean Ambrose done it when he first came into the WWE. And he turned into a Dirty Deeds. But she did it like, she put the arm around her leg and then she just did it. It's weird. I don't know how to do it. But that happened. Bayley retains the title. And then here comes Shayna Baszler, the NXT Women's Champion. Hop in the barricade and attack Sasha Banks, attack Nikki Cross, and attack Bayley. What the heck is going on? And then we have this guy, NXT announcer, because Michael Cole and Corey Graves couldn't make it because they were the only commentary that was on Crown Jewel and they had travel issues. So we have Renee Young, Tom Phillips, and Aiden English. And then Aiden English was gone. And then this Pat guy, I've seen him before. He was on the Takeovers pre-show stuff, the panel. But I don't know who you are, dude. The guy that's wearing a t-shirt and shorts in the middle of the ball. Who are you? Nobody knows you. The only thing I know is from NXT. I guess he's from a panel. He's not even from a commentary table. Why couldn't you bring Nigel McGuinness or Beth Phoenix or Morrow? Who the hell is this guy? Nobody knows and nobody cares. And then we had Shayna Baszler happening, and then we had the Miz TV. It was supposed to be Bray Wyatt winning because he won the Universal title, but the traffic issues. So Miz says he's going to question himself. His special guest is himself, and all of that happened, and then blah 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 blah. And then he talk about NXT. Oh wait. Before that, we have Sami Zayn doing an interview and talking trash about the NXT superstars because Shayna Baszler came for no reason. And then he says, if any NXT guys get in my way, I'm going to beat them up. Well, two NXT guys did come up to him, and it was Keith Lee and Matt Riddle. And he was trying to say, oh, he respects the NXT, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I have an NXT shirt. I left it in the car, and he got chased into the ring, and he got beat up by Riddle and Keith Lee. Now, let's go back to the Miz TV thing. Miz TV, we had Miz doing his talking about NXT, because NXT looks like they're making a statement because of Survivor Series. Remember, Survivor Series is going to be 3 brands now. Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. So he was talking about NXT and all this stuff and all that. And then here comes Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa comes on SmackDown. And he to keep on talking. And then they had a match. Tommaso Ciampa went one-on-one with the A-lister, The Miz. It was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. But the winner of that match with the weird butterfly face buster, I forgot what the Fairy Tale. I think it's called Fairy Tale. The winner of that match was Tommaso Ciampa pinning a SmackDown superstar. And then we're supposed to have a women's tag team match. We were supposed to have Fire and Desire, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville versus Dana Brooke and Carmella, because they were the only ones of the women's division, I believe, of SmackDown. Didn't go to Crown Jewel because Lacey Evans was at Crown Jewel. She can't go because of travel issues. She couldn't get in the match. She wasn't booked. So, and then we saw backstage here, and then we saw Dana Brooke getting destroyed. And Carmella by the EST, bless me, of NXT, Bianca Belair attacking both of them. And then she did a military press onto Carmella and threw Carmella over a bunch of cases. I don't think she even landed on anything. Maybe she did. It's wrestling. It's professional wrestling. So yeah, and then here comes Rhea Ripley and Tegan Nox. They said you don't have opponents. Now you do. And they attacked Fire and Desire and won the match with that submission that Rhea Ripley does. And then what we've seen is that Tegan Nox threw Sonya Deville over the announce table. I don't think this was even planned because Tom Phillips and Renee Young got hit in the head with Sonya Deville's foot. Because I think normally you see if that happens, they'd move out of the way. When Sonya Deville was going, I don't think they knew that was going to happen. That she was going to go over the announce table right into the face. Renee Young says she has a broken nose and all this stuff, but Rhea Ripley and Tegan Nox beats more SmackDown superstars. And then, ladies and gentlemen, the NXT title is on the line. We had Daniel Bryan versus Adam Cole for the NXT Championship. It was one of the best matches I've seen. It was pretty good after a super kick. A Canadian Destroyer that, something about Sunshine, wherever it's called. Adam Cole did a super kick. He did that. And then he did the last shots onto Daniel Bryan. It was an awesome match, guys. People thought Daniel Bryan would win it with all the yes locks, or the label locks, or the heel locks. Oh my God, it was crazy. But after a last shot back of the head to Daniel Bryan, 1, 2, 3, and still the NXT champion, Adam Cole. And then here comes Triple H and that weird Pat guy. I don't know who in the world he is. And then a whole bunch of NXT superstars like Leo Rush because of the NXT Cruiserweight title. We saw Isaiah Scott. I forgot his name. Stalefield, whatever his name is. I forgot his name. Strickland. We had Raul Medusa come in there. Dakota Kai. I can't name everybody. Roderick Strong was there. And the guys that was attacking the superstars of SmackDown. All of those guys. And Triple H says, you want a war? You got one. Because number Survivor Series, they're in it. And that's what they're going to do. They're having a war. And like they're telling to SmackDown and Raw to bring it. So the question is NXT going to attack Raw next? Because that's on Monday night. And will SmackDown and Raw do something this Wednesday on NXT? You don't know. I think the invasion happened a little too early. I know it's because they try to make it better because of the travel issues with some of the superstars. I don't think it's going to be the same thing with Raw, guys, because it's been 3 days. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's been 3 days. I think they got home safely and could go to Raw. I think that what happens because SmackDown was after Crown Jewel, so it's only 24 hours. I don't think they could make it, and there's traffic issues, so I don't think they could do it. So, the question is NXT going to Monday Night Raw and attack Monday Night Raw superstars next? Or are we going to see them skip that, wait until a couple weeks, and then they're going to have Smackdown attack NXT this Wednesday because they got attacked on Friday nights? I don't know. I don't know the questions. I don't know the answers I meant. But if you guys enjoyed this video, I thought it was a pretty good show. We've never seen a lot of NXT stuff happening with the main show. Every Survivor Series, we've seen Raw invade SmackDown, SmackDown invade Raw. But we haven't seen a lot of NXT stuff. Like, we saw Kevin Owens when he won the NXT title. He defended the NXT title on the main roster. But that was a long time ago. That was like 2015, and he versed Zack Ryder. Not Daniel Bryan. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on Tuesday for Monday Night Raw results. That's all for me today. Tyler is out. Bye-bye.